Squad eliminated. Heavily armored hostiles detected.
Hi guys, this is me Lunatic Wolfie here and welcome back to another Division 2 build video. So today I'm going to show you a DPS negotiated dilemma build. So let's get into the build, and my English is not that good, so I will try to explain in simple language as possible. So here is the build, 4-piece negotiated dilemma. So let's get into the gear set first. So 2-piece gives us 15% critical hit chance, 3-piece gives us 20% critical hit damage, and 4th piece is hostile negotiation talent. Critical hits mark enemies for 20 seconds up to 3 marks total. So you can mark 3 NPC in combat using critical hit. When you critical hit a marked enemy, all other marked enemy take 60% of the damage dealt. So like if you do 500k damage to one NPC, that 60% of 500k will apply to other 2 NPC as well. So if there are 2 NPC in cover and you shoot the third one, the other 2 will also take that 60% damage. And when a marked enemy dies, you will gain 2% critical hit damage, stacking up to 20 times. So this is basically 40% extra critical hit damage until combat ends. So core attribute is weapon damage, critical hit damage, and critical hit chance in mod slot. I am using the backpack of this gear set because that lets me increase the 60% damage to 112%. So if I'm hitting for 500k crit or normal, the other 2 NPC will receive more than 500k damage because it's not 100, it's 112%. So yeah, backpack is a must for this build. Core attribute is weapon damage, critical hit damage, and critical hit chance in mod slot. Third gear piece is holster with weapon damage and critical hit damage. 4th piece is knee pads, weapon damage and critical hit chance. 5th piece overdogs exotic gloves, weapon damage, critical hit chance and critical hit damage. This comes with weakest link talent. This lets you amplify weapon damage to lowest ranking enemies currently in combat. So there are 3 types of tier here. It's 3 types of tier here. So the 30% will apply from bottom to up. Like it will apply first to any skill type like mini tanks, turrets, or any assault NPC. If there is any not that type of NPC, the tier 2 will get the 30% extra weapon damage. The support, engineer, bodyguard, these types. And when there are no tier 2 or tier 3 type NPC in the field. Tier 1 will get the 30% amp damage. So you need to see which type of NPC in the field. So I will suggest you to focus on skills and assault NPC first to get the 30% extra weapon damage. You can also mark the tier 1 or tier 2 NPC and damage the tier 3 to get the 30% amp damage on these two as well from the tier 3 NPC. So yeah, this piece is good with this negotiated dilemma gear set. You can try it yourself. Sixth piece is unit alloys named chest piece. This is equalizer. Core attributes are weapon damage, weapon handling, critical hit damage and critical hit chance. My crit chance is more than enough, so I suggest weapon handling will be good here. This comes with perfect obliterate. Critical hits increases total weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds, stacks up to 24 times. This gives you 24% total weapon damage for 10 seconds by applying critical hits on enemies. So yeah, nice piece. This is my build and let's get into the weapon now. I am using bluescreen exotic light machine gun. My expertise is 20% weapon damage, LMG damage, damage to target out of cover. These two are its base stats, and you can recalibrate the third attributes to damage to armor, critical hit chance, health damage, anything you like. Its reload time is 1.96 seconds, pretty fast reload time. Its talent is disruptor rounds. So this weapon basically applies 3 types of debuff on NPC with multiple stacks. So max stacks is 50. When you shoot an NPC, you build up the stacks up to 50. Shooting a marked enemy refreshes the mark and adds stacks to the agent. And when you deploy any non-shield skill, you will apply the debuff on that NPCs that you have marked. So these are the 4 types of debuffs you get from this weapon on NPC. 1 to 10 stacks gives you pulse marked on that target for 5 seconds. 10 to 25 stacks pulse and disrupt that marked target. 26 to 49 stacks apply pulse, disrupt and disorient on that target for 5 seconds, and at max stacks you will apply all these 3 debuff to that one NPC and all hostiles within 10 meters of the marked enemies for 5 seconds as well. So if you kill that one NPC having that marked at 50 stacks, this effect will trigger immediately and all the NPC within 10 meters will receive these 3 debuffs. So yeah, pretty nice weapon. Mods are reload speeds, weapon handling, stability and rate of fire. This is the look of weapon. And my second weapon is slingshot SMG. I am using it because it comes with a high optimal range of 60. I am using a scope of 50% optimal range, so it's 90 now. 20% mag and 2 accuracy modes because this weapon has a very bad accuracy. So you will miss a lot of shot if you don't have these 2 modes at long range. And this comes with SMG damage, crit chance, and I am using damage to target out of cover here. My weapon talent is strained. Gain 10% critical hit damage for every 0.5 second you are firing. Stacks up to 5 times, so 50% extra critical hit damage. Since this is a slow RPM weapon, you will get this buff on more than your half magazine. Yeah, pretty nice weapon. My sidearm is quick step for that extra movement speed buff, swap speed and pistol damage. Mod slot is anything you like. My specialization is gunner. I am using it to generate ammo, 10% armor on kill, extra LMG damage, and You can use the pulse here, the Banshee pulse if you want. This is gunner exclusive, but I am using the fixer drone here to get some healing, and reviver hive. And for the modifiers, you can use it. I am not using the active modifiers, means I am not using any companion to get these bonuses. So these bonuses are doubled when the player has no active companion. So 30% weapon damage, 40% hazard protection, and 30% extra skill efficiency. Anything you like in passive. These are my active modifiers or companions. These are my stats. 55% critical hit chance, 60% is the cap, so you don't need to go above 60%. 55 is more than enough for me. 125% critical hit damage, this can go up to 165%. So these are my weapon handling stats. My SMG stats. I have 150% all weapon damage and 30% light machine gun damage. These are my defensive stats. 50% has pro because of seasonal modifiers. So this is my variant 1. For variant 2, you just need to swap these two pieces. Swap the chest to negotiator chest and holster to unit alloys named holster. Since it comes with 5% rate of fire and the holster also giving you extra 5% rate of fire, you have 10% extra rate of fire now, so you have a pretty fast firing weapon right now. So 6% crit chance, weapon damage, and the chest piece of negotiator dilemma let you increase the mark from 3 to 5, so pretty handy in the legendary missions where there are a lot of NPC, so you can just need to mark 4 NPC and shoot the 5th one to damage all 5 NPC. And my stats are same here too, no change. So yeah, this was my build. Hope you like it. Drop down a comment if you have any question regarding this build. So subscribe, like and share this video if you found this helpful. And in the upcoming videos, I am starting a series where I will be using some useless exotics present in the games. Useless, I means like bloody knuckles, ninja, messenger knee pads. This one is April Fool item. Like this, to make something good out of it, to see if we can make something better or not. So stay tuned for that. Till then, have a good day, happy hunting, and see ya in the next one. GG, bye.